a couple weeks break to do the quilting through the seasons. So now we're back and we're going to do the pieced blocks. So today's going to be all the pieced blocks. We're going to do the stripes, the little triangles, and these little squares. And we'll show you the little tips on those. And then next week, we'll show you some binding tips and some embellishment tips. And then that's probably it. You know, I think you guys can do all the little embellishments for each season if we show you one season. So that's what we're going to do next week. So the next 2 weeks are going to be quilting through the seasons. We'll get started. I think we're both going to sew again. So PJ is going to run around the room like we always have him run around. So welcome everybody. Okay, here we go. This one is going to be on page 45. We're going to work starting on the stripe one first. So when PJ comes over, we'll go onto the machine and I'll show you. There's a couple of these pieced blocks that you actually put together first, then you quilt them, which is kind of backwards from what we do with the other embroidered blocks. Yes, I'm using my Kiwi.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so I have my quilting through the season stick in here, maybe. And I'm going to go to my quilting through the seasons, my background quilting.
You got your mics on?
Yep. Okay, so this one, it says we're going to have 2 of these. Let me just show them in here. So you're going to have 2 stripe blocks. Oh, okay, wait, we're going to check the sound out.
Okay, check the sound.
Well, somebody said sound, and then she goes, there it is.
Okay, everybody hear us all right? Sound is fine. Thank you, Jean.
Sound is fine.
Okay, so you're going to do 2 of these striped ones. One is going to go horizontal, and one's going to go vertical. So the first one we're going to do is going to be 288 stars. So there's my quilting bundle. I'm going to hit the 288 stars, and it wants the 6x6 one. And then I'm going to hit set, and then I'm going to add the design, but we're going to skip ahead and we're going to quilt it after. But I'm putting everything in now. You can do it either way, but this is what we kind of do sometimes.
That way we have the placement of the batting.
Correct. And then I'm going to do my format, and then I'm going into the base quilt. So again, we've done most of these. This is the last bit of the base quilt that we're going to do. Are these 3 pieced ones. So this is your grid. I'm going to hit set, and it's on top of there, and I'm going to hit embroider. So it went up to 6.5 and 6 3/4. So I had to jump up to the 8x8 hoop. That's why you want to get these 8x8 hoops and 6x6 hoops, because that way you're not wasting a whole lot of stabilizer, but yet you're using that. I've loaded with gray thread, which I've decided that's what I'm going to quilt with. So I'm just going to use that throughout the whole process. Okay, it's going to do a placement line directly on my stabilizer for my batting. So we will do that first. We got Alabama. Okay, so I'm going to place this over the center of that. And it's going to tack it down. This is unlike us, but we're wasting batting. I cut a big piece. We usually try to like squish in the batting, but we're doing a big piece this time. We had some scraps left. Oh, Tallahassee, Alabama, Madison, Alabama. It's going to go around it twice, and then I'm going to trim it with my purple scissors.
You got them.
Then I'm going to skip ahead and go to my template, because we're not background quilting anything yet. We're going to do the template. Hi, Judy. Oh, you made it on. Oh, she's on for a little bit, and then she has her class. So I'm just going to go over here to my little kiwi and trim this up. So I am selling the book and the embellishment kit and the fabric kit. I have extra embellishment kit and fabric kits for this. So if you haven't jumped on board and you want to do that, we do have them. The books are not in yet. They're supposed to be in tomorrow, but I do have a bunch coming. So if you went back in on this, they are coming back in. Okay, so now I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to skip ahead. And I want to be able to go to the quilting. I'm going to skip through that, and I'm going to go to my grid. So I'm going to do it right on the batting. I think this is right. Is this right? Is this what we did?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's just doing this little template right on the batting. And then my first, I don't know if you could swing over here. I just decided when we grabbed our stripes bags, stripe 1 and stripe 2, I thought, well, I'll just do 1. And it shows you in the book how to lay them out. They are in a different order. And then one this is stripe 1. So we're going to do stripe 1 today. And there's the little template on the batting, and I'll grab my first little piece. So first it's going to give me a placement stitch for the first piece of fabric. And in your book, it will tell you how to line it up. Oh, look at this. See if I read directions. All right, they're taking the first piece and the second piece and they're putting them together. And they're going to have you kind of on that line these up. So there's the first piece and the second piece, and I'm going to line that up. So one is right side up, one is upside down, face to face, and then it's going to tack those two down together. I'm just going to move that over just a notch. You can kind of see where your needle's going to drop. So it's going to tack both of those down at the same time. Mary Lou's got us all ready. Okay, then I'm going to flip and fold. So I'm just going to flip this over and we're going to finger press it. This little gadget we're selling today is absolutely perfect for these. It kind of gives it that little crisp seam that you're making flat. So then it's going to do a little tack down stitch for this piece, which is going to become my placement stitch for my next piece. Boy, did we cut it close there. Now they do say to trim that. So we can trim that one.
That's sort of funny. It didn't have you trim the first one, huh?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, because
It might have. Oh, because that was, yeah. So I'm just going to trim off this little bit here just to make it smooth. Okay, and then that becomes my placement line for my next piece of fabric, which is the white one. So just make sure you got your little flowers on top. Lay that one right side down, and then you're going to tack that one down. These are so cute to make.
Oh, Hilton Head.
Oh, hi, John Volpe from Hilton Head. Yes, my husband's on his golf trip, so I hope you're having fun. Okay, and then we're going to flip this one. And we're going to use our handy dandy little gadget again and just kind of do that seam, and it kind of holds to the batting, and we're going to do a tack down for that one. From Hilton Head. Okay, so now I'm going to trim that one again, and we're going to use that one for the placement for the next one. Okay, and I got my next one right here, which is this pretty aqua, pretty petals. I'm going to lay it right there, put this in, and tack it down. Don't you love piecing in the hoop? I do. I think it's great. Okay, and I'll do the same here, and I'll flip this one, finger press that one, use my little gadget, make it solid down there. Then it will tack this one down. And I only have 2 more to go. And then we'll do the square around and we'll background quilt. And while it's quilting, we'll come over to you. I'll just do 2 more. Because these are fun. I love doing it in the hoop.
Why are we starting with this block? We're starting with this block because we did all the embroidered blocks.
Yeah, this is the piecing blocks. We are doing the pieced blocks today. We did all the embroidered blocks in the last few weeks that you can go back and watch. But now we're doing the pieced blocks. This is all still in the basic quilt. Okay, upside down, put it in, tack it down. And then I'll have, I know, these are so fun to make, I know. Flip and fold, finger press, roll it. And it's going to tack this one down for my last piece.
One more. That's the place
for the last piece.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And they do like you to trim it because it does get bulky because we're going to be quilting. So trimming. Last piece is our new little celebration line with the metallic. So you just want to make sure it's wrong side up. Put that in, and then this will be our last piece. Just make sure all your little fuzzies are off of there.
I have this if you need it.
Okay, those are always handy dandy. We need those. Okay, so now I'm going to do this last one, and then it's going to do a little line on the top and the bottom, just tacking these all down, and they want you to trim those. And then it'll do a bottom, but we can move forward for the quilting because there's no need to sit here and watch me trim some more. Okay, so that tacked down all of the little pieces. So this is where you're going to want to go back and do your quilting.
Or forward.
Or forward. So we can go like this. That was our tack down for our placement for our batting. That was tack down for batting. That was for fabric if you choose not to do background quilting, and there's our quilting. So I'm going to go, because I have the gray thread in, I'm going to go and do that, and it's going to be all quilted, and then you're going to do the same with block number 2, stripes 2, and it's a different quilting design though. So if I can show you on here, these 2. This one is the one we're doing right here at the bottom, right now with the stars. And it's going horizontal. This one is, I also did it with stars, but you're supposed to do this one with the alphabet quilting. You can do it whatever you want. Okay, so now we'll go up to Mary Lou and she's going to show you the other pieced blocks.
Ruth Ann is saying fold it back. I don't know what she means, but
She might be answering somebody else's
could
question.
be. Okay, so now we're going to do square one, and there's 4 different things that you make. I did 3 of them already, and I'll just make the 4th one, and I'll show you how. There's no quilting on this until you're all done with all 4 and have them put together.
So you're going to make all 4 pieces first. So we made 3 of them for you. So we're just going to show you how to do the one more, and then we'll show you how to piece them and then quilt them.
Yes, it's part of the base quilt. Where'd it go? There it is. And it's the 5x7 square. I'll hit set. I've got no-show in my hoop, and I'm going to put the, what do you call that? The base.
Placement line?
The placement line's one of them, but
Tack down?
no.
What are you
I'll
looking
figure
for?
it out.
I usually read your mind.
There's a word I want to use for that.
Okay.
The template.
Template.
That's what it is. The
Template.
It's going to put the template in. And I've got all my fabric. You don't have to do anything to it except press it.
Yeah, we took 2 weeks off of doing this so that you guys could catch up on your embroidered blocks. So now we'll do the pieced blocks today, and we'll do some embellishments and the borders next week.
I have a mic.
You have to speak up.
Need a mic. Maybe I better check that.
Probably because the machines are so loud. You just have to speak up a little bit.
I can
You guys hearing us okay?
Excuse me.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, this is the centerpiece, and it just goes like this, over top the center of the template. And it's going to do a placement line for the next piece.
The belt bag got emailed to everybody today, so you should have that in your email if you purchased it. I'm not sure if we'll be demoing it. There are some on YouTube videos, and Kimberbell has some of how to construct it. But it's super, super cute. We're selling the stuff to make it with today, but the design is also for sale today if you had not bought it yet.
Okay, and then for me, we're just going to trim that back and put the next
Sharon
piece on
Shade,
top.
we are working on the pieced blocks for quilting through the seasons. No batting, no, Cindy, we don't use batting until we sew all 4 of these together. Then when we go to quilt, we will do the batting. Each one of these piece blocks are done a little different than regularly embroidering. Thank you, Carol.
Oh, you know what? I messed that up. No wonder it looked funny.
Oh,
You'd think that I'd have this down pat. This is
You
the
just
4th
did
one
3 of
I've
them.
made today.
Yeah.
I didn't put it on the right line. I don't know what I was doing.
you can come over and see my quilting while she fixes that. It's really cute.
It's just,
So they give you 2 options to quilt. The other has the wording on it. I did both the stars on the store sample one, but you're supposed to do one with the stars and one with the wording. So we're done. And we'll trim that up and check that out. Isn't that so cute? All done. I love the colors. Really cute. Okay, so now we'll go back to Mary Lou, and she's going to show you that fourth block maybe.
The one, yes, the one that I'm just, don't ask me where I put it the first time, but you put it right on that stitching that you just trimmed next to. Now I'm going to do the placement. And I'm going to do just like Kathy and fold it up, finger press it.
Do you want the little gadget?
Yeah, please. It just gives it a little crisper.
It really does.
Then it'll do the next one. But Judy's telling me she made a mess of a June Babic design.
It looks like
It
a lemon all puckered.
happens. It happens.
Oh, it does. Sometimes it happens.
So now I'm trimming this one. And I always have a little bit of trouble where because they've gone past that, and I just trim it back. So
Yeah, because it overlaps and it gets really thick there.
So I just trim that out. And you put the next one on that line right there.
In the book, it shows green fabric, not black.
Am I doing it wrong? See, this is what happened.
She did 3 of these today.
Okay,
But
how
she
about
caught us. Thank you, Dorothy. All right, take
Thank
that
you.
black one off and let's try that again.
I'll do this all over
Okay, we're gonna
again.
go sell
You
some
know what?
things.
Or you could do this one.
Which one?
This is not this one. Where
No,
did I put them?
we'll sell some things while you
Okay.
fix it. You only
No,
have to
I
rip
think
that
I'm
one
doing-
off, but Dorothy caught it. We're good.
Thank you, Dorothy.
We only made these 3 just now. So she'll take that black piece off, but this is always good whenever we, mess up and we fix it. So, don't feel so bad when you guys do it because we do it all the time. Okay, so she's already fixed. So now we're going to go back to Mary Lou. We're going to back up our steps.
Yes, we have to go back.
Back up our steps and we're going to go to the
So
green.
We go back. I have to go all the way back there. There. Now we'll do it. I did that once.
That's what you said. It was looking wrong. So you were right.
Something was wrong. It was that. I
It
should
was
have
looking
paid
wrong.
attention. Okay. So now it's going to, is that the right one? That's the one. Okay, now we'll finger press that one. That's more like it.
That's what we
Don't ask
do.
me. I messed up on the black with the beige the last time.
Well, we're talking and we got a lot of things going on here. In Kimberbell land.
And how messed up I am, I thought, oh dang, what happened? Because I don't have something to trim, and that's because I already trimmed that part of it.
There are so many pieces to these little blocks.
And then again, you put this piece on top. You center it on that.
We're using the 6x6 hoop for these.
Because we love it.
Because we love it. You can use, I believe, the 4x4. What size does it say it is? Yeah, oh no,
think
you'd have to go 5x7.
I was going to say, I think these say 5
Just
by
a little
7.
bigger. So we like that 6x6, which is perfect.
Okay, now this one, again, you finger press or use the roller.
This is also
Or
nice to
use an
have that
iron.
little iron on your little kiwi next to you and just flip it over and iron them. It's really fun to have that little iron with this too. Okay, Judith, have fun. And are you trimming as you're going too?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
what
these
takes
are
it takes
tedious.
time because it just
Yeah, they're tedious, but it's, oh, look at that camera shot, PJ. That's great. But they're cute once they're done. And then we're going to show you how we connect them and quilt them. And you will do this again on another 4. So you make 8 of these total.
because they're 2 different blocks. What do they call these? The piece blocks,
Pieced
I think.
blocks, squares, pieced squares.
Piece squares.
And mine was pieced strips. And you need to go upside down with that one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm looking at placement, not fabric.
Yes, that's what we do. Plus, it's late. Why is our show always late? Maybe we should have our show at 11 in the morning. We're much better before 2.
We always say that.
We always say that. It's after 2. We can't think straight. Yes, Diane, I know. There's lots of little tricks here.
And again, we do this. Give
Yes,
that
we
an
will go
extra.
over the stabilizers. Right now we're using the no-show in the hoops. I use the no-show. That seems to be the best unless we have some embellishments are going to be washed away, but most of these blocks are going to be on the no-show. The points are so precise on these blocks. That's why we love doing them in the hoop. Ruth Ann's like, wow, those quilting blocks are perfect because they're in the hoop.
Well, then the other thing is when you're putting them together,
Yes.
we might not be perfect, but
Well, and that's okay.
it still looks okay.
It's homemade.
I want to get that out of there. I used to just cut around it, but it's better if it comes off altogether.
And the last piece of green.
There I go again.
We gotcha. Then we're going to go to the black.
So I'm going to have to snitch a black out of that other
Okay.
packet. Right here, it's right here.
Okay.
Because now I made it too short.
Not a worry.
Let me press that one. And then it'll do the placement line for the black.
And we did best press all of our pieces. There is no fusible backing on these SF101, Shapeflex, nothing on these pieced ones. You just want to kind of hit it with best press, make them a little crispy, and just use fabric only.
Right. So now we'll trim this one.
So it gives you the placement line and tack down line for each one of these. That's why it's so good. And the directions are really thorough if we ever read them.
And they do tell you to center this piece on
Yes.
that because the line isn't exact.
Yes, on those lines. And this morning we're like, why don't we get 3 of these done? Because we're going to sit here and do one online. Do you think we could have done 8 of these online today?
No, not the way I've been doing
We'd
it.
be here until 7 o'clock tonight.
Especially when you make a goof and you have to fix it. Put
So
that
you have to
down.
concentrate on these, and we're always getting interrupted and always getting something going on over there.
But it's cool how this goes together, how they figured it out.
It is so cool to piece in the hoop. It's our favorite thing. Thank you, Kimberbell. Because our pieces would never be perfect if we pieced in the sewing machine.
That's why we're
Dan's
not
are, but
quilters.
not ours.
You have to remember how long Ruth Ann has been at this too. She's
It's
perfect.
true. Practice makes
got it.
perfect.
Her pieces are so great. Her quilts, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, her piecing too is great. Okay, so then this one goes.
The black doesn't really matter upside down or right side up because it's a solid. So it's almost like a batik. But
And it doesn't seem supposedly there's a right and wrong side
Right.
to it because they say right side down, you know, and but you can't really tell.
You
on
can't really
that.
tell in the black, so.
So I'm gonna just pull that out so I can make sure I get this down okay here.
That thing is so handy. Our little Violet Craft roller.
Well, that's gonna go
But we
this
like the
way.
little irons too, the clover irons, or even the little irons. If you have a kiwi next to you and you have your iron, it's perfect.
So this one will trim. Place that piece right there.
These are fun to do. They really are. I mean, you could do like 4 of these together, 6 of them together, make a little pillow. Like even their little 8x8 pillows, you know, they're just really cute. Look at that. Now we've got one more black to do, and then we're going to go on to the cream. And then we will show you how we piece these together and quilt these.
You figure this is a 26-minute. No, it's only a 3-minute stitch out, but it takes like
26 minutes to do each one because of the trimming.
not quite.
So you see how she just kind of trimmed right on that tack down line there, got all the fabrics out of there. So she's ready for her last piece of black. And we're going to go around the same with the cream, Little Pretty Petals cream.
It just keeps going around and around.
So cute. Now to do the placement lines for the cream.
Mm-hmm. I'll place that one down.
So we're going to just work our way around the cream. Here, PJ.
And we'll handle it the same way we did all the other pieces.
That's for you.
We'll do that.
They figure it out. Mm-hmm.
I am using the Fomore snips to
Our
trim.
favorite little snips, the Fomore
These.
snippies. We are selling those today. They're our favorite titanium snips with the serrated edge and the little curve. We use these for everything. And then I also use the purple Kais to trim the batting. Hi, Carrie, late to the party. You didn't miss
I
much.
should
We're
do
making
it this
piece
way
blocks.
'cause it makes it easier for me. I just get in there to get that little bit.
So
Place
good.
the next piece.
And these were all pre-cut in our little bag. We just grabbed the bags we were going to do today, and it made it so much easier if you have them pre-cut. Some people don't even have theirs pre-cut yet, which is fine. They can go and do as per day they want to do a project, but we like it just grabbing the bags and going. Yes, they do look larger than they really are. Well, once the four of them are together, Irene, it does make more sense.
Once you press this one down, give it a little.
2 more little pieces left.
Trim that one. So I should be using what I brought over, the little
Here.
roller, but I'll just clean
Just
that
to get
up
all
a
those
little
little
bit.
fuzzies out of your work area, we like to use those little lint rollers. Yes, Irene, 6x6 hoop is what Mary Lou's using. I use the 8x8 hoop.
Now when we go to quilt the block, we're going to go to the 8x8.
Right, because we're putting the 4 of them together.
Mm-hmm.
Last piece of the cream. That is just beautiful.
Then
Perfectly pieced.
Then before I do, whoops, I always forget to put that little thing down
Yeah.
when I take it out. Before we go on to the final stitch all the way around, I'd like to give it a press with the iron.
Okay, I'll get the iron on a while.
That way it just sort of squares it away there. Go here. Some places you're doing 1 layer of fabric, some you're doing 2. Plus, like I said, they have that stitching that goes a little further than the, see, like here it's stitched down, and I like to get that up and out. I'm going to do that because I made a mess there. Then we put this piece down over top that line, centering it on that line.
Okay, I can press that for you.
Okay.
Again, you can do it with that little roller. You can finger press it. You can do it with the thing. But like Mary Lou said, it's so much easier to do it. All the pieces in there with the iron.
And just give
Press
it a
it
good
all.
press.
And then we're going to do a stitch around it all.
And then I will piece that together with the other one after I trim it. And then we'll show how to do the embroidery. And you can sell some stuff while I'm doing the piecing.
Okie doke. So now we're going to do the final one. Then she'll trim it and she'll show us how to quilt it when we're done piecing it. So does that become your trim line?
Yes,
There we
it
go.
does. So then I think we have a 3.5 by 3.5 inch block
There you
out of
go.
what we just did. So there's our,
She'll trim those, and then we'll come back and see her in a little bit when she has them all pieced together.
okay.
If you want to use one of these sewing machines, you can, where you can
Oh,
convert
I
one of
could.
these, because they're up and ready too.
I will check
Okay,
that
so
out.
the first item in the bubble is the book, which we talked about earlier. So if you haven't gotten on board with this and you want to do this little heirloom quilt, that it's called Quilting Through the Seasons. The directions are printed for you in the book. The CD is in the book. It's in all the formats for any machine. And I have like 12 more coming in tomorrow. So if you didn't get in on that and you went in on it, I have that. The next item would be the fabric kit. I have extra fabric kits. It has all the fabric to complete one quilt, including the backing. It's absolutely beautiful the way they have this all packaged for you. So I do have extra fabric kits if you want to make a second one, or if you want to get on board for the first one. By Maywood Studios, it comes in this cute little bag, and that is the Quilting Through the Seasons, including the backing. Next item would be the embellishment kit. You need one of these embellishment kits to do a whole quilt. There is all the embellishments for all the seasons. It's actually all the Velcro, all the little rope, all the buttons, everything you need to complete one quilt on the embellishment side. All the felts and the leathers and the little mirror fabric. We love this little mirror fabric. It's in here. I just love it. So you definitely need one of these if you want to complete another one. And like I said, next week, we're going to be doing I'll show you the borders, and we'll show you some of the embellishments for probably summer. We might as well do the summer embellishments because that will be our next season. And we'll show you how to do like the hanging little sunny and just different ones that they have to complete it. Okay, I did put in the orange pop rulers because this is how they tell you to trim them. So the first one in is the perfectly square one, and they come with 1, 2, 3, 4 rulers. It comes with all the little stickers to put on the bottom side so they don't move. Anything for centering. You place it, you cut it. For piecing, these are absolutely perfect. We started using these more and more just because we like these little blocks and we like to center them and cut them perfect. These have the little grooves in them, so your blade would go right down in there. A lot of times we just take the water-soluble marker and mark them where we're going to cut them. These are very, very helpful. So there's a perfectly square one, and then there's a rectangle one. So these ones are absolutely perfect, and I have all kind of projects on their website, free ones for these little designs in here too. So it's really, really a cool set of rulers to have. You'll use them more than you think, for sure. Oops. Okay, so now we have the fusible backing. Most of the embroidered pieces on here called for fusible backing on the background piece, which was your Shape Flex, your SF101. This is Kimberbell's brand. It's called fusible backing. We've used it on almost every single one of our embroidered pieces. They do call for it. It just helps the quilting and everything not look puckered. It really just helps your project. So you definitely want that. That's a 20 inch by 5 yard roll. Next is the 40 by 40 batting. We love Kimberbell's batting. I know some of you guys will only use Kimberbell, but it is such good quality. They have it in 3 different sizes now. So this one is one of their new sizes. This is 40 by 40, perfect for these little projects. We love this. Like I said, we won't use any other batting. We go and find the Kimberbell batting. And they made it in the 60 by 60, which at the end of the show, I have the One Hoop Wonders book we're showing you. These end up being 58 by 58, so this batting is actually perfect for these if you make those quilts. So this is 60 by 60, the Kimberbell batting. We love it. Is it sticky back wash away? Okay, so this was on some of the embellishments you're going to use, and some of these other blocks you're going to need the sticky back wash away. If you're going to do May's dealer exclusive, which is our little fanny pack, the Paisley fanny pack, you need the sticky back wash away stabilizer. So that is should have been emailed to you today with the directions. And then we have the kits. They're not really kits. They're the belt and the actual bag itself. So you'll need this for this project. I put in water-soluble topper. You never know when you're going to need this. If you're doing any kind of tote bags or beach towels or baby blankets, anything like that, you want to put this on top of your embroidery and do your stitches, and then that way it will make the stitches look really crisp. And it's a wash away. It just peels right off. You could pat it with like a little washcloth or a paper towel and it disintegrates. It's absolutely great. They have an iron off one too, but we like the water-soluble. Okay, and then next I have in the medium cutaway sheets. This is what we use. Did we use medium in the Molly bags or heavy? I forget.
Medium maybe.
I think medium. These are those sheets. We love these sheets. They're 40 sheets in here, 10 by 12. Perfect for the 5 by 7 hoop. Perfect for the 6 by 6 hoop. It's a cutaway, so it's going to stay in your project. Give it a little bit more stability. But we love that they make the sheets now too. And the next one is going to be the wash away pre-cuts. This is if you're doing some of these embellishments are going to need the wash away because they are going to be like a lace or a little project that you need no stabilizer. So after you embroider something, you rinse this out, the stabilizer disintegrates and the threads all hold it together. So this is wash away and it's 10 by 12 and it's 40 sheets. Okay, so next is going to be the design set for this, I believe. Okay, so this is May, so happy May Day. It's May 1st, and we had our customer bring us in Mayflower mints today. They were so good.
Yes, they were.
So this is their cute little paisley fanny pack. We absolutely love the print, love the design. I love the colors. So they teach you in the directions how to do the belt bag. So what we did for the design is $10. So if you want this design, you can use your own fabric, you can use your own little pouches at home, that can be fine. But if you want to do it Kimberbell's way, this is what they use, the zipper pouch canvas 7 by 10. And if you remember, I'm going to open this just to show maybe our new people that don't know about Kimberbell's bags. They come already lined, already serged the edges. The zipper is already in there. All you got to do is embroider your side that you want embroidered, or for this one, you're going to embroider both sides. Then you're going to sew it together with your zipper open, and then you're going to flip it. It's just so cute, these bags. This directions will teach you how to do this belt loop here, this little hole for your belt loop. So the item in the bubble right now is this bag, but we're also selling the belt kit. So this is what you would need to complete the fanny pack. And we sell these separate, so if you want to make 100 of them, you can buy 100 of them. We have them. They're so, so cute. These bags are wonderful. They came in a lot of other colors too, but I love that they came out with this natural color because it's just perfect for anything. Even Mary Lou made her guys all little shaving bags for when they go on their trips. She used the dark green ones, so they did come in other colors. Okay, so next I have the glide thread. Okay, so I put this in because, again, we love this color. Again, it's like that charcoaly gray. You have one in your Quilting Through the Seasons that's exquisite, that's very, very close to this, but we like the glide thread. For some reason, this is just a little richer color. So I do sell this one separate from that. This is the Shadow. And it is, how many meters is this one? I think it's 1,000.
1,000, yeah.
So, so good, but she got in the big rolls. This is the, what are these, 5,000? 5,000 meters, the big cones. This is a fabulous color for any kind of lettering, any kind of eyeballs on things or anything that usually we use black on. I use this because it just is so pretty. It's just such a good color. So this is the big one, 5,000 meters. That's glide thread. So we always sell the exquisite, which is great too, but this glide is what Kimberbell uses. The next is the Wonder Clips. We love these, and as you can see, our little quilt has Wonder Clips all around it because we have just did the wraparound binding from the back piece, and we're getting ready to sew that with the Joni foot. And that will be probably done tomorrow, but we clipped it all around. So we're all ready to go. These are fabulous. Gloria uses these on every project. You get 100 in here, and they're assorted colors, and they're just fabulous. So if you don't have these, you definitely want to get these. The belt bag is a download from Kimberbell, but it's a dealer exclusive. You buy it from us, and then they will email it to you. So it's, I don't know what number it was, but it's 110, sold 110. It's in the bubble right now, and it is a digital download that you'll get emailed to you. And then we just sell what you need to make it. Are we ready?
We're ready for both of them because you can do this one and I can do the other one.
Yay. Okay, let's go back up to Mary Lou's, and she's going to show you how to quilt this one.
And I have them both machines set up, so it's ready to go for that one.
Perfect.
And ready to go for this.
Okay, we have 2 more blocks to do.
And this is just
easy peasy.
Yep.
Okay, so she's pieced all 4 of her blocks together.
Got them together.
Look at those points, would ya?
Who knows?
They are good. So
they're not bad.
Sewed all 4 together.
And I'm going to do the quilting on the second one because it'll go faster than the first one. But you have to make the same one.
You make 8 blocks, guys. So you do 4 in here and then another 4.
I guess I could still do the other quilting on
Whatever
this.
one you want.
Yep, I think I will. Okay.
Whatever one you want.
So here's your piece. And it ends up, they want it
Janet,
6 by
you
6.
should have your kit all ready for this. Let me check with the shipping department. They all went out.
Okay. So on this one, the first thing we're going to do is the placement line for the batting.
So this is kind of just as if we were going to do the embroidery square. Now we have our fabric all pieced, and we're going to do the quilting. Are you going to do the molly bags again? We probably could do that again. I'm thinking maybe we could do like a red, white, and blue one and show you guys how to put that lace zipper in. If we have a free week in the next couple weeks, maybe we'll do that.
Wonder if I cut this big enough. I think I just cut it big enough, width-wise.
Perfect.
So we're going to set that. Maybe I didn't. Nope, it looks like I'll just cover it.
I'm going to go make sure Kathy got her off.
And I know Kathy likes to use the purple ones, but I like to use my little snips to trim. Because I do a better job with these. Just start trimming it. So I do have to take it out of the hoop to get the, out of the, not out of the hoop, but off the machine to do these.
Carrie's coming again, in again in 2 weeks.
Oh, that'll be nice. Be nice for Miss Corey.
Janet, Steve's going to give you a holler right now on your order. Okay, so
this one is the placement line.
It's kind of like your placement line for your background fabric. You know, it's just kind of like, that's our piece of fabric.
And because this was, we had to cut this to put it together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's exact.
Oh, I do remember that. Those are exact. Yes. It
They're
barely
very-
takes the outline stitch.
Yes. So I'm going to hold it and hope for the best. I think I've got it.
That's why we like to tell you these little tips.
Yeah. You know what? I am not even going to stitch that because it's not going to catch.
Okay.
I'm not even going to stitch
Just go
that
right
one.
into the quilting. And
So-
sometimes you have to do that.
And I don't know how you would do it any other way as far as, so you could piece it. I guess you'd have to trim just
A
two
little
sides
bit off,
of it.
yeah.
So I'm
But
just
the
going to go
quilting
right
is
to the
what you want to
quilting.
do. Make sure you just get it quilted.
As long as you have it in that. And this one is going to do this cute little flower and leaf.
Okay, well, while that's
Design.
quilting, he can come over here and we'll show you the last piece that you have to piece together. That's why I kept saying pieced pieces.
Pieces.
Pieced pieces.
Yes.
So you're going to make 2 of these also. And all they are 4 little pieces of fabric that you sew together. They are not in the hoop. So we just have them sewn together, ready to go. So now I'm going to quilt it. That is done in the hoop.
And that one will be big enough because of the way we cut it.
Okay, so this one calls for the block by block 289, the time one. This is the horizontal design. So this is the spring, summer, fall, winter. The seasons come, the seasons go, and through them all, I love you so. Oh my gosh, is that cute? So now it's going to do a placement stitch right on the hoop. I'm using the 6x6 hoop again. I'm using no-show stabilizer. I have my batting piece ready, and we're going to do this. So you do this twice. You'll have 2 of these, just like you have 2 of those. So you have 8 of those, 2 of those, and then you'll have 2 stripes. That's all the pieced pieces. Pieced pieces in
But
this
look
quilt.
at how little
know.
that's going to be and how big that is. And mine, you're going to have extra.
It's
and
just
mine's
how each one goes. Yeah.
It's just because this one is quilted first and you have to trim it.
So I'm just going to put this piece of batting down here like that. Probably can get both of them out of this piece of batting.
There is no shape flex.
No, not on any of these pieced pieces. I said that in the beginning of the show. None of these pieces of fabric get shape flex.
We're
Thanks,
shop
Kathy.
sisters.
We're shop sisters, yeah. Yeah, you can use paper tape. That helps, but that kind of grips to the...
It's holding.
So I'm just going to trim this. Sorry, PJ, I just run him around this room. And we're going to trim the batting. Now it's going to do a placement stitch for my fabric. And I'm doing this in gray also, so I'm going to do my quilting in gray. It would look fine on here. You can do cream, you can do white, you can do black. We can do shadow if you wanted to see it. And you wanted to pop it, you can do it in turquoise. You can do it any color you want. But most of our base quilt, the background quilting, is either cream or gray.
Right.
Most of them. So it kind of keeps it neutral so we can embellish it. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece that's all pieced together, and we're going to lay it on there, and I'm just going to try to center it right over that batting. And it's going to do an outline stitch, and I hope I'm centered enough.
I don't know if, well, yeah.
There's our little basting stitch, which is going to be our cut line when we're done quilting. I think I did okay. And now it's got 3 minutes left of background quilting.
And those are the words, right?
This is cute.
And
Okay,
here's the,
so then we'll go to Mary Lou's.
oh, there you can just pass
There's
it
her
over there.
4, and they're all background quilted, and you'll do this twice. Remember, you need 2 of these. So you make 8 of these blocks, and then you put 4 together,
Yep.
and you do quilting.
There's only one thing that's different, and I think it's the green is it's going to be like a brown,
Oh, okay.
a taupey color
Okay.
on the
Oh
outside.
yeah, here it is. We can show them on the main quilt. So this is going to quilt the words, and I'll show you that after. But if you look at these 2 squares that Mary Lou did, here's the one we did today.
Yep.
With the green.
There they are. This one and that one are the 2.
This is the green one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll make another set, but instead of using green, you'll use the brown. Oh, look at that camera shot. Go, PJ. Okay, so those are the 3 pieces
Yes.
that you need in your basic quilt. Yes, you need 2 of them. Yes, you need 2 of them. Yes, you need 2 of them. So you need 2 of everything that we made today.
The other ones that we'll do, if we're going to show them, we're going to put, are we doing the quilt or yeah, we are. We're going to show them how to do this.
The borders, yeah.
But in the meantime, we can do these, which are just piece blocks.
This is the same thing that we're kind of doing with this one. It's just fabric only. So you can go ahead and do those on your own. Just grab the fabric only, do the batting placement line, and quilt them, and then they're ready to go for the other pieces.
This one, and this one. Underneath that
Yeah?
is just a plain piece.
Right, they're all pieced just with background quilting, getting ready for something on top of it. This is so darn cute. It really is. It really is. Okay, so where were we in the lineup here? I think they were asking about the digital download for this is a dealer exclusive. This is May.
Oh.
You should have gotten it emailed to you today since it's May 1st. And then we sell the items you need to make it, the pouch and the belt. And then we talked about the glide thread, okay, and we talked about the wonder clips. Next, we're going to do the bobbins. Just get yourself a pack of these bobbins because you're going to need it for this whole quilt. It is 8 pre-wound bobbins, class 15, Filtech. This is what we use. We rarely wind a bobbin unless we need it to match the up the front side, but we use this for everything. We're always grabbing bobbins. So I just put the 8-pack in. Okay, and the next is going to be our 9014 embroidery needles. This is the ones both Mary Lou and I used today, even for piecing. This is the 5-pack. I put this in almost every show because it's such a good deal. You're getting like 30 needles for like 20 bucks. It's crazy good. So we got them in again. So get yourself these 9014 5-packs. Okay, here's our favorite Femore snips. You saw Mary Lou using them. We use these every project. They're the best and they're pretty. So they're the titanium snips. They have the little curve. They have the serrated edge. You saw how we use these on every project. If you do not have these yet, you must get them. We have a ton of them in the store too. That's the Femore snips. Next is the Big Kai scissors. You saw me use these on the batting. I love these. I love the angle of them. These are perfect. They are the 8 1/4. They're pretty. They're purple. They're so perfect. And it sounds like mine was done. Oh,
there you are.
Okay. There's our.
I'm gonna lay it down.
Sure. There's our little block that we just did that you're going to go and make 2 of. Oh, look at that little quilting. What a great camera shot. So that's really, really cute. And that's going to go in your quilt. There's going to be 2 of those. They are sweet sayings on here, Anita. They are. This is really, truly an heirloom quilt. If you make this, you know, I mean, I just think my grandbabies would love to see this hanging and, you know, switch out the little decorations. It's really, really, really cool.
Now, Kathy Poston did ask, we could have used the camera or something to center.
You could have to center for sure.
But Kathy did a really good job.
You could use the camera to center. You could use the laser light,
Yes.
which is Gloria's favorite thing. Or you could have done the projector if you have the big dog machine. Yeah, we just kind of went with it. Okay, so next is the transfer pen, the soluble pen, which is our little blue water soluble pen I had here.
Melissa?
But we are selling that today because you can mark anything and then just spray it with water and it disintegrates. It's the Kimberbell one.
Here it
We
is.
love it. We use it for everything. So I just threw it in the show today because you need this in your life.
Yes, you
How
do.
are the purple Kai scissors different from the black handled Kai scissors? The black handled ones we like also that have the angle on them, but they're longer. Those black ones that we use sometimes to trim batting are longer.
You can get them shorter too, but this one is
This one's perfect.
serrated and everything.
Serrated and 8 1/4. They're just different sizes, but you could certainly use the black ones too. We just think the purple's prettier. To be honest with you, we love the purple ones. That's so funny. Okay, next is our little violet seam roller. We both used that today because when you're doing any kind of piecing in the hoop, it's perfect to have this. So Violet Craft, little seam roller. You saw how we all used it today. You certainly can have a little iron next to you, but if you don't, this is a really handy, dandy little tool. There we go. That's what happens here. So this is in the bubble now. And then one hoop wonders is the new Kimberbell book that's out. Kim's been showing these. It is a CD. It is 5 different designs to make quilts. You can do crib size, you can do table runners. There is the arrows, the Christmas tree, the rainbows, the pumpkin patch, and the sweet slice of sweetness. They're very cute designs. They give you layout choices here to do your little layouts. You can do a 38 by 38, a 58 by 58. They give you templates. They have you build these cute little quilts as you sew. And basically, you're going to do the same thing we did. You're going to do a block in the embroidery machine, and then you're going to connect them. So it's just a repetitive connection of the blocks, however many you make. So adorable. This is their newest release, their newest book out. I absolutely love the pumpkin one. I think it's adorable with the little squares.
Does this come with that?
There is one swirl design on this CD of their clear blue tiles. You can certainly quilt it any way you want, but they include this swirly design in this book, which is huge for them.
Yes.
Their background quilting was always sold separate, but they're including this one. Now, if you look closely at this pumpkin one, you can see the background quilting is pumpkins. So you can certainly buy different ones after you've done the quilt to go with each season. I just think the pumpkin one is cute with the black and the gray and the little cream. I think it's a very cute quilt. I like them all. Will we get them done? Who knows? We're going to try. We're going to try. So that is the book. And I have one more thing in today, next 3 items. It is our little, for those who watch us Thursday nights, you know we did Shoreline, which was a beautiful table runner, which, can you grab the green one too? It's up in the window. We made it in a red, white, and blue version, and we made it in puffy. So Gloria's really big on this puffy now. A lot of the Wonder Lane she's doing are puffy with the foam. Here's the regular Shoreline. This is the regular table runner. We all know, everybody loves these colors because we sold out of this one. It's absolutely gorgeous. She sold the fabric off on Monday. It's beautiful. So that's why we thought we would do it, since we had the design, in another color wave. So we did this red, white, and blue one. And it's so, so cute. Look at this fabric. It's adorable. But Tommy digitized it in puffy. So that means you could put a piece of foam under here. You could put the flexi foam, the bow saw, whichever, underneath all the petals and the leaves to make it look a little dimensional. You can still put glasses and plates and everything on here. It's not going to tip over. It's not that thick, but it still does give it a little bit of dimension.
Yes.
Very,
and you
very
can see
cute.
it on that.
Yeah.
You can see it in the picture.
It's so good. It's so good. So we love it. So yes, the first item in is Tommy's Designs on a stick. They're called Americana Puffy. You will get all the sizes. I think he did 9.5 and 10.5.
I don't.
And a background quilting was that green one. They're all on this stick. So if you purchase this stick, you'll be able to do the puffy. It's so, so good. Next is our kit. I only have like 12 left, but here is the Americana Puffy Table Runner kit. And it has all of the blues, everything to make these leaves, everything to make the borders, and the backing fabric.
Oh, I had it backwards.
Oh.
Here's this is the embroidery design set right here in the bubble.
Okay,
now.
the embroidery design set is in the bubble now, which is the USB stick for the puffy designs of these flower petals and leaves. You'll get that. It's on a file called Puffy.
And then now
The
here's
next one is the Table Runner kit, which is the Americana. Are these additional items than Shoreline Designs? Correct, Kathy. These are a whole new line. They're puffy, and it's a different color wave. So this is definitely a different one. So this is the red, white, and blue one. And I also made a little thread kit, which is next of the threads we used, which is these 404, the white, and the 3015 reds, just because we love these colors together. So if you wanted to do something like this, I think we're going to be having a lot more Tommy designs. He's got a lot more Tommy designs embroidered. So we just had to throw this one in here because I have 12 more kits left, and they're going to be go.
Yep.
So, okay, everybody, that is our show today. PJ, can I just ask you to come right over here with the camera so we can scan one more thing here?
Sure.
So this is kind of where you guys should be. Maybe a lot of you are a lot further, but this is mostly all of our embroidered blocks that we did. Then here is our pieced blocks that we did today. And then you have some other solid blocks that you can quilt and get caught up. And then we're going to show you how to do the binding. The borders next week, and some of the embellishment kits for either spring or summer. So, so cute. So thank you everybody for joining in. Tune in tomorrow for our favorite things. It's 7 o'clock. We have some things going on. What does she have going on? I forget.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got some approval from Nancy Halverson to do the Christmas line.
Yes.
So we're very excited about that. I know poor Tommy's been working on that. But it's great. So thank you, everybody. Quilting Through the Seasons has been fun. We'll see you next week, and we'll do the borders. And see you tomorrow night at 7. Thank you, PJ.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.